Hey everyone, this is Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's December 24th. I hope you're having a good Christmas Eve. I have a very quick update for you on where we're at with the stimulus package, what the latest news is. This week we've covered a lot of the good news, some of the PPP news, the EIDL news. So I'm going to do a brief recap of those programs and if you're eligible in these new rounds. But more importantly, I'm going to give you an update on the timing. This is what Nancy Pelosi said earlier today, and this is what the Democrats are trying to do to get this passed and to get more money to the American people. Unfortunately, nothing is signed yet. And, we have about 7-8 days left in the year. The whole point was to get this passed before the holidays, before the end of the year, because some programs are still expiring, such as the eviction moratorium and some other major programs. So we hope this doesn't descend into the politics as usual that we've seen for months and months. Watch until the end because I'm going to give a quick recap on the EIDL grants, which you may be eligible for, and the PPP funding as well. Thanks as always for supporting us, and hit subscribe, by the way, because we'll be doing videos tomorrow and over the weekend as it relates to this bill and the stuff you need to know to be first in line for any new small business or individual programs and any actions you need to take. Meanwhile, the big news on the Skip app, and I talked about this yesterday, but I forgot to put in the video. Here, we have a free vaccine distribution tracker on the app. I'm going to leave the link in the description. As of today, over 1.1 million people in the US have gotten the coronavirus vaccine. Most of these people have gotten the Pfizer vaccine. That's about 0.3% of the US population. Still a long, long way to go. But you can use our app to, number one, see the relative progress in terms of how many people have gotten shots, and number two, see where you are in the queue based on your risk category, okay? We've determined the risk categories, and that's based on CDC guidelines as well. You can go to the App Store or Google Play, search Hello Skip, or click the link in the description. Here's what Nancy Pelosi said on Twitter. This Christmas Eve morning, House Republicans cruelly deprived the American people of the $2,000 checks Trump agreed to support. So Trump said this on Tuesday night. It's now Thursday. On Monday, the House will hold a vote on our standalone bill to increase economic impact payments to $2,000. So the House, which is Democrat-controlled, is going to vote on it. Again, that's mostly a show vote because Republicans still control the Senate, at least until the runoff in early January. So if Republicans don't want the $2,000 stimulus checks now, they're not going to agree to it. But what Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are trying to do is force a division between Republicans and Trump. So that is the game. Again, it's terrible to say that there are games going on. The bottom line is everyone agreed until Trump threw a wrench in the plan. So we have to remember that. And a lot of your comments on our channel are something is better than nothing. Anyway, I'd love to hear where you fall on that. Would you rather see the original bill passed as it was written and passed on Monday evening? Or would you rather wait a week, 2 weeks, maybe longer to try to get $2,000 direct payments? Where do you fall on that spectrum? Do you need something now, or can you wait a few weeks and hope that you can get a larger amount? Would love to hear in the comments. Pelosi issued this statement. It's similar to what she said on Twitter, but here's a bit more info. On Monday, I will bring the House back to session where we will hold a recorded vote on our standalone bill to increase economic impact payments, that's what they call the stimulus checks, to $2,000. To vote against this bill is to deny the financial hardship that families face and to deny them the relief they need. Pelosi has jumped at this opportunity to try to get more funding to the American people, and it is needed. Now, earlier this week, I went through some of the legislation and I talked about some of the EIDL news. Especially in yesterday's video, I talked about the targeted EIDL advances for small businesses. Since we did yesterday's video, I also shared how to know if you qualify. Basically, if you are in a low-income community or not. Many of you are and you don't know it. So you can go to helloskip.com/low-income-lookup. That's low-income-lookup at helloskip.com. I'm going to leave the link above right here and in the description, and you can quickly see if you qualify. Watch yesterday's video, by the way, because I go into what to look for and how to interpret the numbers, so I think that'll be helpful if you're wondering if you're eligible. Some of you, since I posted that video, asked, okay, when will the portal open again, the SBA portal, and that is TBD. Again, first things first, this bill needs to be signed into law. Then the SBA has 15 days to put together the rules. Part of that will be, of course, letting the American people know if, number one, you need to apply again, and there's a new form, or number two, you don't need to apply again. Or the third option would be you need to apply again, but but you can use the same form, the same link that we've all used. So we're still waiting on that. If you're wondering, okay, how do I take action now? There's no action for you to take right now. It's more to keep you in the loop. So when anything goes live, you will be the first to know. If March taught us anything, it was if you weren't one of the first few folks to apply when the website went live, your waiting time increased exponentially. So that's the goal here for everyone watching this channel. If you're subscribed, and of course if you're a Skip user on our app or on our website, we will tell you if and when these things go live and you need to take action. Here's a detailed post we did after yesterday's video, so you might want to take a look and read some of the details here. So if you didn't receive an original EIDL grant, you'd be eligible, $1,000 per employee, or number 2, you are qualifying business in a low-income area. This is the targeted EIDL advances I mentioned, and I talk about the formula for that in this post. In terms of COVID news, hospitalizations still going up, cases still going up, deaths still going up. Here's the 14-day change. You can see deaths in hospitalized patients have gone up. Again, that's usually a lagging indicator. After infections have gone up, we see the deaths and hospitalizations go up a few weeks later. A lot of this is from the Thanksgiving surge, Thanksgiving travel. TSA has said almost 1 million people have been traveling every day this week, so that's still not a good sign. That many people are deciding to travel around the country, and there's no doubt in my mind that infections will increase because of that. Huge shout out to the thousands of people who've already opted in and are tracking, and we will announce in the next couple days a stimulus tracker. We don't want to announce it yet because this new stimulus package has not been signed into law. As soon as it has, on the app, you will be able to calculate, okay, how much are you going to get, right? Is that going to be the $600 or will we get the $2,000 option? Will Pelosi and the Democrats get their way and get this through and signed into law? And if that's the case, the calculator we have on the app will show you how much you would be eligible for. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great Christmas Eve and a great Christmas Day, and in general, a great rest of the holidays. Stay well, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow.